ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all my Chacha gang across the globe. Welcome to another episode of the Chacha 10 in 5 series on the Chacha Music Review Podcast with yours musically, Afistunova. And of course, now, I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have my favorite own boy talking about the radio houseboy himself, Jerry Happy. Jerry, how are you doing
great,
today?
My man, I'm fine. I'm all right. I'm feeling fly. I'm okay.
In a simple sentence, can you just tell us how the year has been for you, musically speaking?
It's been a hell of a year, I must say. Like a whole lot of pandemic happened this year musically. Let me put it that way. It's been a great year so far in the music industry. I don't think I've witnessed this kind of year before, ever since I ventured into the music stuff, and it's just exceptional. Like this year is just exceptional. With all A-list artists we can actually think of who are on top of their games this year. Like it was just so amazing to see artists pull out stuff this year.
All right, that's good. So yes, the year has been exceptional, and most of these artists, they've been on top of their game, and that is why me and you today we are going to be looking at the top 10 albums for the year. Now, this top 10 album, we are not going to put them in any particular order. We are just going to mention the top 10 album for the year, and this will be album released from January 1st, 2020 to November 1st, 2020. So any album that was released after November 1st, 2020 will not fall into this category. So for those of you that are listening, don't say, we didn't review this album. Please consider the time frame that we are giving to review the album. That said, Jerry, let me allow you to start. I want you to start. Let me know what.
I know I might have 16 one. I know you might have this one on your list, but then let me put it before you say it. It's all right. I'll go for Made in Lagos by Wizkid. Obviously,
Made in Lagos by Wizkid. So tell me, what exactly is it about
that album?
Album.
That album is classic. When you're talking about classic Afrobeat, that's what we call classic Afrobeat. That album is just very matured. But if you're not a matured mind musically, then I don't think this album is for you or anybody. You understand? Like it takes good years to know the value of Made in Lagos. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not just all about bass bros music all the time. There are times you need cool stuff, and I think this Wizkid album does it for me very well.
But don't you think for an album that was kind of hyped and anticipated for 3 years, I mean, don't you think there's a little bit of letdown?
No, I didn't say anything. I think at some point I felt Wizkid even had to redo or remake this album. You understand? Because the album is worth the hype, man. Like I know most persons were actually expecting sounds of Soko in Made in Lagos, but unfortunately Wizkid disappointed so many people like that, and it's fine. It doesn't have to be high tempo music all the time. You understand? So do something different.
So yes, first on the list, we have Made in Lagos by Wizkid, which I won't lie to you, kind of surprising to me, but we have that. Also, my own first one on the list is going to be the album from DRB Lasgidi, and this album is
Pioneer. True.
I mean, I don't know what I can say about these guys.
It's Alte now. It's actually one of my favorite albums of the year too, because I'm actually a huge fan of Alte music. So I love the album.
I was listening to just about last week. I was listening to the album again. I was like, man, it would have been the worst miss of 2020 if I had not listened to this album. Man. From A to Z, everything about that album is just dope.
I couldn't find any criticism in that album because, man, although I'm a huge fan of Alte music, so there's no way I could even criticize anything coming from an Alte artist.
Okay, so I'll go with Tiwa Savage, Celia. The album is very, very mad. Especially the song Celia is a song I think every normal person can actually relate to. So many songs in the album I can actually relate to my own personal life, and that's what I'm going for. Tiwa Savage, Celia.
So I said the next album I'll be talking about is coming from Chike, and this one is titled Go Up the Booless.
Cool. All you lover boys, it's cool.
I mean, I won't lie to you, I'm not really a fan of his kind of music, but there was no way when I listened to that album I felt like no. I have to be a complete hater of music, not to just enjoy, and every time I listen to that album I feel like this is just a masterpiece of an album. I don't know masterpiece, honestly
That's mad.
speaking.
No, the album is actually a dope one. I concur to the album a whole lot. I vibe to the song a whole lot. Slow. Till date, funny enough.
Yeah. What next do you have for Ox? Your
Let's go to African Giant himself. Twice as tall.
Twice as tall. It's going to be very easy. I mean, a lot of people will argue that this is probably the best album, that came out of Nigeria
I
this
was
year.
feeling that would be the best album that will come out of Nigeria. Not until Wizkid shocked me personally. It's made in Lagos. So I think right now, Twice as tall and made in Lagos. But I'm still trying to weigh both, which would actually come out at long run to be the best. But then let's see how it goes. The year is not over yet, so.
Okay, I understand that. Well, for me, my third album on the list, which is going to be album number 6, is coming from Brymo.
Yeah,
and this one is titled
I love the album as well.
I mean, that was just another masterpiece coming from Brymo. Every song on that album is just
he's a legend.
Lovely.
He's a legend, so he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Thing, so.
All right, so what do you have next?
Olamide, Carpe Diem.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So seriously. So you need to.
No,
you need to tell me why this album made your list.
I love the concept Olamide pulled out on this album. The fact that he actually made use of most up and coming artists in the album. The likes of Bad Boy Things, Olamide, Bella Shmurda. Okay, aside Peruzzi and Fino that were like the old artists. I think other featured artists were up and coming.
Yeah.
They all delivered. It just made the album very massive. You understand me?
All right, no problem. Carpe Diem is a good album. I like the album too, but I'm not sure if the album will have made my top 10, but it's a good album that I like anyway. All right, so the next one I'll be talking about is coming from Fireboy DML.
I love that one too. Yeah.
Apollo. That was the name of the album. I think Fireboy is I don't know what to say about Fireboy. His first album was good. This second album,
Yeah,
exactly. I think
love
that's
the
what
album.
I'm looking for.
Pure love songs.
I mean, to even imagine that within the space of 9 months after dropping the first album, he dropped the second album, and the second album is almost as good, if not even better than the first album. I mean, it's very, very good to see new artists do that kind of feat these days.
Yeah, I concur with that too.
All right, so what's the last one?
I can't go
for me now.
Every of our podcast, I must just mention Olamide. I can't go without talking about his album. That his album is mad. I get laid.
But was that an album or
I'm sorry, that was an EP.
Okay, so I'm guessing you have to find one to replace that.
Let me just include my Olamide now. Alright, then I understand. Then I'll still go with this guy. I'll go with Patoranking 3.
Yeah, that's a solid album. That's a solid album.
The album is dope to me. Although most persons criticized it, but then I don't know. I felt the album was just okay for my liking. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people to actually kind of criticize it, but for me, I feel like Patoranking actually went back to his roots on that album. So maybe that was why a lot of people are criticizing it, because maybe they were expecting something new. And I mean, he had to, because at the point it felt like Patoranking had lost it. So going back to his roots, and I think that was a very, very good move for me.
In fact, I love every track on that album. I don't know why people are criticizing it, but then it's their opinion. So I can't take that from them. So
obviously, next album I'll be talking about. I had a very, very tough time picking out this album because I wanted to include a rap album in my list. I wanted a rap album. I cannot be a fan of rap, and I'll not include rap. And I won't lie to you, it was very, very difficult. But at the end of the day, I had to go with AQ God's Engineering. I just had to go with the album. AQ God's Engineering.
AQ is actually one of my favorite Nigerian rappers. The fact that his bars are just something else, man.
Obviously, I felt like AQ actually took his time to create this album. His flows, storytelling, the beat, the production, everything. I mean, just like I think the album is just God Engineering, truly speaking. It was a dope album. All right, so I think that was like the end, right? Yeah, 10 complete. All right, so You do a rundown of your top 5, then you throw in your Omale as bonus.
So Made in Lagos does it for me. Made in Lagos by Wizkid.
Okay.
Tiwa Savage, Celia.
Burna Boy Twice as Tall.
Okay.
Olamide Carpe Diem. And
Okay.
lastly Patoranking 3.
Okay. And for me, I have DRB Lasgidi with Pioneers. I have Chike with Boo of the Booless. I have Fireboy DML with Apollo. I have Brymo with, and I have AQ with God's Engineering. And my bonus is definitely going to be for Adekunle Go.
Okay, that's nice. That's cool. My bonus, Omale Get Laid, definitely. It has to come through. I don't know, I'll squeeze it in, but then Omale Get Laid does it for me as well.
All right, no problem. That's cool. Omale has also had a fantastic year.
Yeah, true.
All right, Jerry, thank you very, very much for doing this. Now it's been a lovely time always talking to you on this episodes.
It's always my pleasure talking to you, man. I really do appreciate you having me on your podcast all the time. Like it's this like my second podcast home right now, man.
Welcome to feel at home.
Thanks, man.
Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas in advance.
Oh, same to you, my brother. Same to you, man.
I wish you a very, very joyful celebration.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
With that, we've come to the end of another 10 in 5 series on the Chacha Music Review podcast with Cheers Musically Afisto Nova. And of course, today's episode was done with Jerry Abe. Till I come here with another episode, I say Merry Christmas in advance. Thank you. I want love.